Okay, no time. There's no electricity. I came into Lagos this night. No electricity. So let me just quickly do what I have to do with the little power I have on my system and every other thing that are working together. So good evening, everybody. My name is Shegun Olo, this Objective Media. So today we went to court, and Sowore was brought to court today. Most of you already saw it, and I'm just here to give you a quick lowdown or breakdown of whatever happened at the court. Well, some of the things Sowore said. Let me quickly begin by saying that it's unfortunate what is going on in this country, and I'm going to tell you that somehow we may have lost this country to terrorists. Yes, we may have lost this country to terrorists. Well, the significance about the trial of Sowore is that while they think they are trying Sowore, they are the ones on trial, but they never knew. I've said it before on this channel, but not everybody understood what I was saying. That Sowore is a very smart guy, and to deal with him, you also have to be very smart. I don't know whether it is the exposure or it is the level of education of Sowore vis-a-vis the person dealing with him that is accountable for this difference. But all I know is that the difference is very clear. The whole thing looked like Sowore set them up and they are falling, because every single day they come up with trump up charges, they embarrass themselves. That is the way they end up. They always end up embarrassing themselves, and it's just so strange. But at any rate, let me quickly give you what went down. Sowore said that ever since it was granted bail by the courts, the DSS had become more hostile to him. Ever since it was granted bail, the DSS became hostile. That's number one. Number two, that means they have not been allowing, for instance, the lawyer to see him. So you heard the lawyer saying today that since the charges were already brought, they never allowed the lawyer to have any interaction. They never allowed lawyer to meet him. Falana has not been able to see him prior to this arraignment. So if you are arraigning somebody and he does not have brief of his lawyer and is not able to see his lawyer, cannot meet his lawyer, is not allowed to see his lawyer is not allowed to see him, and you ask the person to compulsorily come and make plea, to those charges, is very strange. The rulings today too were so awkward. I can tell you from my own judgment that even the judge I'm not sure the judge was impressed or proud of her own ruling. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that is it. She may be proud of it, but I'm not sure she is. Because it turns out that all the judges too are being careful. They understand that they are being teleguided, they are being monitored and all of those things. So the judges too are being careful. As a result, they have to try to balance it on one left, balance it on the other right. But the reality remains that somebody has bail in the same court. You say no, you don't want it, even though the same judge who gave the bail already gave you permission to hold him for 45 days. And after the expiry of that, you now say leave him on bail. You now have problem with that one. You now want to start punishing that judge. Other judges also know that the moment Sowore's matter has been assigned to you, government has interest. So you have to be careful. So that's why they were doing shopping. My understanding so far. Now, did you know Sowore also alleged that he was held in Communicado, he had not seen sunshine. Sowore is a marathoner. He's somebody who runs marathon race, meaning that he's used to exercise and all those things. Those facilities were denied him. Everything they know that he needs to remain healthy, they denied him. Everything they denied him. See the way he was looking so frail and lean at court today. You all saw it. They denied him everything. Whereas he alleged that Boko Haram commandants are given access to all those facilities and everything, including cable TV and everything, to have information. Now, between a freedom fighter and a terrorist, you now see which one our government prefers. Now, I always told people, and in fact, as we speak right now, most of the Buharists or APC supporters too are ashamed to talk on people. Go and check their wall. The ones that have conscience among them are saying, no, this is not it. For Buhari, you know why? Because you cannot be returning Boko Haram to the streets and asking Nigerian army to be going to pray that is spiritual warfare. Did you see that thing we posted on community today? YouTube community, our Instagram page, Facebook page. If you had seen it, you will not understand. Burata and Co. They are now encouraging Nigerian army, soldiers to engage in spiritual warfare that they should. So that means we are out, despite all the billions of dollars we are allocating to security in this country. We still have to outsource our security to MFM. Doesn't make sense to anybody. Doesn't make any civil sense to anybody. Now you are returning Boko Haram back to the streets, returning criminals back to the streets, bargaining with them, going to the streets to snap pictures with them and compensating them for being criminals. All right, and you're outsourcing security to God, despite all the billions in security votes. We understand what's going on. That's why I said we may have lost this country to terrorists. We have lost it. Forget it. We have lost this country to terrorists. To redeem it does not look like placards anymore. To me, it doesn't look like placard to me anymore. But well, Sowore believes in placards. Let's see it. Now, another lawyer told me, for instance, that the guy, what's his name again? That guy in Madala bomb blast that was caught. The other one in the Nyanya bomb blast. Those guys that were caught in relation to bomb blasts that killed several people. That they are coming from home. The ones that were ever detained at all had access to everything. And that they were coming from home to come and stand trial. They will come from home with their babes, their chick, their lawyer, their everything, And they don't even feel like they are standing trial. They are walking free. And they are being returned back to the streets. Now, this is a freedom fighter who is only asking for a better country. He's only asking for a better country. And look at where we are. See what they are doing to Sowore. Because he's only asking that make this country better. That's all. I look at the demands of the protest now. Now, how is Buhari putting himself on trial? I'm going to explain. Number one, when he first claimed that he had lush funds from some persons in Dubai that wanted to overthrow the government, they brought all those criminal allegations against him just to label him and make him look like one criminal, one hell of a criminal. It was false. The moment they interrogated him in detention and they told them, oh yeah, Shebi, you have investigated all the accounts. Oh yeah, how much billions of dollars have you put there by yourself? When they checked it, there was nothing of such. When they now amended their charges. They also alleged him with terrorism. That, he met Nnamdi Kanu, they must have been shipping weapons and all of those things. They investigated all of those things, nothing of such. It was only one meeting with Nnamdi Kanu where he was trying to convince Nnamdi Kanu that all those energy they were putting into agitating to secede, that they should put it into making the country better. If the country is better and there's governance for the first time, they may not want to live again. He said, let us try that. That was the only thing he introduced in Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you are now saying, because he met Nnamdi Kanu, you are charging him with terrorism. When they now brought the charges, after interrogating him and they saw that there was nothing of such, they amended the charges again. Are you getting it? They amended the charge. They didn't bring the charge of Dubai $1 million again. They didn't bring the charge of trying to overthrow government violently again. Now today in court, the other day I did a broadcast saying Sowore 3, Buhari 0. Now it's Sowore 5. Buhari still in fact, Buhari is at deficit, minus. You know why? They claim charging him with offense of leading revolution now protest. Sowore then asked them question. Sorry, when was the protest? They said on the 5th. On the 5th. I was abducted on the 3rd. And you are alleging me of leading a violent protest on the 5th. Who led it? They were looking stupid. In fact, you need to be, I had some issue with the security at the court today, because I told them, I said, guys, come. If I don't know what you people are hiding, let us be streaming this thing. Like, let the world be seeing what you are doing. Let the world be seeing how okay you are, because I don't understand. You need to see the way they militarized the whole court today. And I'm like, can we be streaming this? Let's allow us to stream it. Let the world see how okay you are. You are alleging somebody of trying to overthrow governments through violent means. He has no gun, he has no weapon, he has nothing, he has no money. You are now charging him with. So Sowore was now asking, who led that protest on the 5th? You said I led a violent protest. They looked stupid. I wish we streamed it live so that you can see how stupid they were looking. That's number one. Today alone. Number two, that Pepese Sowore, had even the one that when they failed with the Dubai claim of millions of dollars, just like many people have been alleging Sowore collect money from Tinubu, collect it. If you ask them evidence, they'll start stuttering. The same thing happened in court today. In fact, it happened twice with the DSS. The first was when they claimed that he had millions of dollars from some persons in Dubai. They could not claim it. When after the interrogation with him, and after making their own findings, it was not true. It did not surface in the charges. Did you see that? It did not appear in the charges. They had to amend it because it was not. They knew they created fiction. It was not true. They are just looking for anything to hold him down. Number three, they now said that since the Dubai thing was not true, let's just say money laundering. This is government of integrity. Buhari is putting himself on trial, and they think they are trying Sowore. Whatever is left of this government has finished. Money laundering. Okay, that you transfer money from one account to another account, from one UBA account to one Citibank. Sowore now smiled and said, "Oh my, I don't even have a UBA account." That he transfer money from a UBA account to. They say, this is surprising. He did not even know the charges. UBA account, you must have owned it, DSS. I don't have a UBA account. Where did it come from? They are now looking stupid again. I'm sure by the next court date, they'll be looking to amend that one again because it does not exist. Do you understand it? The man no get. Throughout the campaign, he was advertising Zenith Bank account, local account, and GoFundMe. He does not own a UBA. He said, I don't have a UBA account. I don't even have a UBA account. Where did you get it from? They were now looking stupid again. As in the DSS and the federal government of this president are now looking stupid in courts. Like, oh, another lie busted. Right there in their presence. Somebody was not aware of the charges, and the moment you are announcing it, he was smiling and asking you, where did you get it? I don't have it. I don't own it. I don't even know where it is. Another lie busted. So now who is standing trial? Is it Sowore that is standing trial or this government? Because the whole thing in court today looked like it was Sowore that was trying them. It did not look like they were the ones trying Sowore. To try Sowore, you have to be brilliant. No, you will not bring affidavit of work and say you are trying Sowore now. Sorry, cyber stalking and insulting the president. So you understand. Then by the time they were done doing all of those things, they then said, we now want to try him formally in the same courts. Let him remain in our custody after pleading not guilty, so that you have done your investigation, Alaye. You had it for more than 45 days to do your investigation. Why do you still want to hold him? He is ready to stand your trial, and Falana is standing for him, saying anytime you need him, he will present. Sowore is not running away. That guy can never run from who? Who are you? Now today, Sowore is not running. It doesn't. If you grant him bail on self-recognition, if you want him to be coming every day, he will be coming every day. As far as there is something tangible to do every day, so that the matter can fizzle with, because there's nothing in it. Now the significance or the symbolism of this is that from this court case, you can already see Sowore is giving them cheap, easy media exposure. That come and see how empty this government is. This was what we endured for 4 years, and they have started another leg, the second leg of another 4 years Okay, every year we celebrate independence. Tomorrow is another independence. It's almost today already. In another 8 minutes, it's independence, supposed independence day, right? Now, what are we celebrating tomorrow? What are we celebrating? For the past, since 2015, these are many years now. For the past 4 years, has there been anything to celebrate? No. Has there been anything? Nothing. For the past how many years now? There's nothing. Except we want to be celebrating unemployment, poverty level, because we are now poverty capital of the world. We are celebrating that. We are celebrating all sort of bullshit. Celebrating terrorism, insecurity, because we have lost this country to terrorism. Terrorists are now ruling. We are celebrating nonsense. We are celebrating slavery. We are celebrating suffering. There's nothing to celebrate in this government, in this country anymore. Was there even one before? You see? So government is embarrassing itself. So that goes to show, if you can bring fictitious account against Sowore that does not exist, and we are watch it oh, just watch it. After Sowore smiled and asked them which account, I never operated any account with UBA. After Sowore said that, I am sure by next court they want to amend those charges again, because you already busted them. They are just looking for anything that does not exist. So this government lives on fiction. That's another exposure or exposition from the court trial. This government lives on fiction. This government creates fiction to survive. Nothing exists in this government. No governance, nothing. They just live on fiction. It is not sure that is standing trial, because if you see the man today, he was just confident that I'm just so clean. I only want a better country, and people should remain strong and steadfast. We'll get a better country. That's what Sowore is simply saying. And as a result, the person standing trial is the president, because you are now exposing yourself that you have nothing than fiction. You need to see how excited the president always is whenever there's a reason to travel abroad. When you have nothing to offer, home is boring. And now home is boring when you have nothing to offer. You have to always travel abroad to catch some excitement. Do you get what I'm saying? Now you now created fake things, everything fake. Those that are advising this government are fake. Those that are bringing the trials or charges are fake. Everything is fake. So this government is fiction. So sorry Nigerians, you don't have a country. If you ever had one, apologies to Chinua Achebe. There was a country. Now there's no more. We have lost it. There's no country again. If you ever had one before. It's also crazy. So we standing trial. It's not Sowore, apparently. It is Buhari. Well, I'll be right back. Let's just take I don't want to say too much. There are different crimes flying around. They can create one for me tonight. Already
They say FBI don't report am. I see am for Insta, I read am for Twitter. I won't travel out, they deny my visa. And if I manage get, my problem be bigger. Cause everywhere I go, they point the finger. That's that email sender, credit card swindler. Stay away from that fraudulent nigga. I'm like, you probably seen a lot, lost a lot of shit. I get it, I'm trying not to get triggered. Then they say, no be your country get the Boko Haram. Not be your senator, we was madam for sex shop. But still they debate laws for the legislature. How you keep leaving these animals on the job? Now you be poverty capital of the world. And instead make you find solution. You dey detain person where they call for revolution. No be madness. Wetin you talk when I be true?
They go do like they no see say food in no day.
Tell me, wetin you talk when I be true?
They go do like they no.
Why they go they do like say you know say food no day, road no day. She sound on day now. How far she sound on day? She sound on day. Alright, so I was saying something before the sound got mute, you know. I need to change my sound system too, you know. I'm saying that they might soon charge me for or charge me with diaspora supporting. You know, they create charges anyhow these days, you know. Diaspora supporting. So I just wanted to use that avenue to appreciate those of you who supported, those of you that sent 5,000, 10,000, 25, 20,000. It went a long way. So I was able to go to make the Abuja trip and back, you know. So, but they have shifted to Friday again. I don't know. But me, I also have to be careful. I don't know how to really be begging. But I'm not saying it looks like I'm begging, but asking to raise fund every time I have to go on trips like this makes me feel somehow too, you know. But all I can say is that I want to appreciate those of you that have made it possible so far, you know, so far. I know you will not get tired easily because, you know, this is something that everybody has to do what they have to do. Those of you that are supporting, I appreciate you. I know it's not easy, you know. You may keep trying if you feel like, but I don't also like to bug people, you know. So Friday is another day in court. Somebody is asking for my account number. I'll put it 0036 909767. You'll see it on your screen shortly now. GT Bank. And the name you see there is Olawoye Oluwasegun. You know, possibly. That's it on your screen. So let me take comments. Yeah, I'll be very careful. But you know, I told somebody who called me today, the person called me and broke in tears from Australia. He said, you know, me, I don't cry tired before she called to cry. To cry, I won't cry, you know. I cried twice between yesterday and today. I first cried yesterday when somebody sent me money and he said he has stroke. You know, Cool's Foundation sent me some money and said he has stroke. He doesn't have so much in his account, but the little he has, he wants to try and send to support. If I knew he has stroke, I would have told him not to bother. He had sent the money before informing me that he has stroke, but he's interested in a better Nigeria. He doesn't live in Nigeria. He has stroke, managing stroke, and saying that he wants a better Nigeria. When he sent me a photo of himself, he said, I'm somebody with stroke, blah blah blah. I wept. I did not know when I burst into tears. You know. So the second was today when I saw Sowore. Oh boy. This country is gone. There was a country. You know. So Sowore was so frail looking, but he was still saying, you people, you know, don't give up. You know, we'll have this revolution whether they like it or not. You know, whatever happens, continue. I'm like, is this Sowore? You know, maybe camera even made him look a little better. If you saw Sowore today, when I saw him, I'm like, I didn't know. I broke down. So after a while, I just summoned courage again. Say whatever will happen, you know. After all, people die every day. Even me, self. Anything can happen to anybody, you know. So you say, God forbid, we have been saying it for a long time. You know, I was born, I was in the womb. Since I've been hearing they go better, nothing changed. You know, so I summoned courage after a while, but until that woman called me again from Australia and started crying on phone. I saw Sowore. Morio, mommy. You know, a lot of people will say Sowore is their mom. Some people even call him their husband. Some people will call me and say, I wish I was married to Sowore because he's one guy that I love his God, I love everything. I understand, you know. Just the same way many people also feel like he's their father. Many people also feel like he's their brother, you know, because of so many things that the risks the guy takes, the courage, the resilience, you know, the common sense, the sound mind, everything you want in a man is complete with Sowore. So a lot of people are like that with him. So you understand, and then so the woman called me and broke into tears. Moro mommy lórí camera lẹ́nu kú ṣẹ́jọ́. Ma lọ court mojo. She was almost begging me not to go to court again. So they are targeting everybody. Chido Numa was picked yesterday, and then they said it was because he wore, you know, if not because of the opera, do you think Chido Numa would have, if not because of the immediate publicity that was negative on their for them that they did not like, do you think they would have released Chido Numa yesterday? No, now they will not. You know, so all of those things, you understand. So those of you advising me to be careful, you know, to be cautious and all that, I understand you, but the reality is that, you know, no matter how careful you are, they can abduct you midnight. They can do anything. So it's only God that can save all of us, you know. So who is this one? Flasher, you cried, but try reverse the cash back. Shege. If the airlines return the fund now, why not? if the airlines that I paid to be going and coming back, if they refund me, why not? If you want refund, if you are one of those that supported me with little cash and you want your money back, if I ask the airlines and they give me back, I will give you back. What am I doing with it? Do you know what I deprived myself of to travel to Abuja and come back? Do you know what I am living in Lagos that I'm supposed to be doing? You have no idea. You see, that's why we say some people think through their anus. You know. Anyways, let's move on. Sowore will become the president. Okay, 1 second, please. I need to. Okay, yeah. No, don't abuse flamer. You know, me, I'm not like Buhari who wants to censor voices of people. I democratize the space. That's why I don't censor messages as they come on the screen. I let them display as they are coming. I don't touch it. You know why? The reason is simple. You know, you have to democratize the space so that stupidity can also. I democratize stupidity too. I allow stupidity to also. It is normal. You know, there's no. See, that is one thing I really, you know. That's why somehow I really wish that Sowore did not do what he did, you know, because Nigerians are so stupid. They don't care. They like, even if you are dying for them, they will still be blaming you. Why are you dying? Who sent you? You know, it's just like that. That's how foolish many Nigerians are. You understand? That's why I'm like, Sowore, why will you go and put yourself? You know, Nigerians are stupid now. If you were fighting for that better country now, it would make sense, you know. But you are fighting for Nigeria. Okay, when I came to Lagos this evening, I saw many cars in traffic better, gridlock, from that airport junction till I'm sure that thing reach Abule Egba, reach Oshodi, lock down, no movement. The police soldier, last mile of them were tired. They were just standing looking like this. And the question is, why does everybody want to carry their car and go on the road? Why must you carry car? So there was one day I was inside. I went somewhere in Bariga. The whole place was locked down. You know that Bariga market, left, right, center, everywhere market. People displaying wares and blocking the road. Obstruction everywhere. You know. And then I'm like, One of these days, some of us will have to return to our village and go and develop our villages, because Lagos is locked down. Somebody look in my eyes and say, now you go back to your village. Whatever happens in Lagos, I go put my car inside this traffic. We go there together. I'm like, really? So even if you are looking for sanity on behalf of people, they are not ready. Nigerians, you are helping them look for sanity. They don't want it. So why would you want to die for people who don't even want it? Sometimes you just wonder, but because you just feel like what has to happen has to happen. You just keep on doing it. You just keep on trying, But Nigerians are so, Nigerians are so motherfucking, that, sorry, what language? That even if you are dying for them, they'll still blame you for dying. Say, who said you? Say, you die and you're dead. That's why I really didn't like the idea that Sowore put himself in that position for people who don't care. People will continue to have sex the next minute that you die for them. They will have sex and move on. Sorry, I also said sex. God forgive me. I'm being too raw on this show. See, I have to close at this point. Don't put me in trouble. There's cyber stalking and there's insulting the president as charges flying everywhere. And you don't have to insult the president to qualify for this charge. They will qualify for you. Bye for now, people. I'll see you tomorrow.
Freedom. We don't dey too suffer, we no go gree again. For the money powers, they no go rule again. God save Nigeria, then don't they come again. Mental slavery motion, we no go gree again. I beg packages Naija, Baba, we good result. Nigeria people good now, then they push us to the world. Security, oh your hospitality, oh your Mama Africa, no food to eat again. Papa Nigeria, your kids are running away. Wale Adenuga, the story super. Natural resources is for everybody. Bring him back, Omoyele Sowore. Bring him back, Omoyele Sowore. For security, electricity, for humanity, technology, bring him back, Omoyele Sowore. I say bring him back, Omoyele Sowore. Hospitality, for humanity, opportunity, stability, suffering and smiling made a slavery what to do. Make people know that nine boys they do yahoo. Sound education these people not fit produce. Beautiful garden animals turn them to zoo. Now democracy, we are not lazy. I've been waiting for Captain Idocom. We are not stupid.